And I'm sorry, what was his name? I'm gonna take him first, because he's
Okay.
bigger for me.
It's the one that starts with an E.
And if you, okay, go ahead.
Donis,
Donis.
that's Donis, and yours,
José.
what's your last name? I'm sorry. What's his last name again?
He's on page 3.
Thank you.
Okay, Adonis, you can go ahead and go first. I'm sorry. That's good.
We have the interpreter. She will please let him know he's been charged with driving without a valid license and a traffic control device. I'd like to know his plea to both charges.
You said driving without a license. What was the other charge, Your Honor?
And a
Distinct
traffic control device violation.
Traffic control device. Ok,
Yes.
thank you. Muy bien. Hola, yo soy la intérprete. Usted está siendo acusado de manejar sin una licencia válida de conducir y de quebrantar una de las leyes de control de tránsito. Tal vez pasarse una luz. ¿Cómo desea declararse hoy?
Pues
Let him know the pleas will be guilty, not guilty, or no low contender.
Se puede declarar una de las siguientes tres, puede declararse que es culpable, que no se opone a los cargos o que no es culpable.
Let him know if he believes he's not guilty, he has the right to request a trial, which will take place at a later time.
Si usted piensa que no es culpable de las acusaciones, usted tiene derecho a pedir un juicio que se llevaría a cabo en otra ocasión.
And if he needs to hire himself an attorney, or he may meet the requirements for the court to appoint him.
Muy bien, si usted necesita contratar un abogado, puede pedir tiempo adicional para que entonces pueda contratar a su abogado particular, y si no puede pagar por un abogado, la corte puede ver si le puede nombrar uno.
Ask him what is his plea to the traffic control device violation and the driving without a valid license.
Muy bien, ¿cuál es su declaración al quebrantamiento de el dispositivo de control de tránsito y manejar sin licencia válida?
culpable.
Guilty.
Let him know the total fine is $995.
La multa total son $995.
Is he able to pay that today, or does he need a longer period of time?
¿Usted puede hacer el pago hoy o necesita más tiempo?
Pues hoy se puede hacer.
Oh, today. I could do it today.
Let him know that he will be directed to pay that today. Ask him, does he have any photo ID to verify who he is?
Muy bien, entonces le vamos a dar las instrucciones para que pueda hacer el pago hoy. ¿Usted tiene alguna identificación con foto o algún documento que identifique quién es usted?
Sí, te mando una foto ahí de mi identificación porque se me olvidó el pasaporte.
Yes, I do have a picture of my identification because I forgot my passport.
Okay, ask him to show that to Ms. Green, and she will have him to sign the plea form where he will enter a guilty plea and pay the fine of $995 today.
Muy bien, entonces enséñeselo a la señorita Rain. Ella le va a pedir que firme el formulario de la declaración donde usted se va a declarar culpable, y luego de eso entonces ella le va a decir cómo hacer el pago de los $995 hoy.
Ok.
Okay.
Ask Ms. Green, let's go to the next person.
Okay. We have Mr. Urbina.
Okay.
Does we have Mr. Urbina, Jose Urbina, and he's on page 10.
Okay.
Just hold on to that. Sir. Sign in date.
Ask him what is his plea to driving without a valid license and a hands-free device violation.
Muy bien, ¿cómo desea declararse al manejar sin una licencia válida y utilizar un dispositivo inalámbrico mientras iba manejando?
Not guilty, guilty, or no low contender.
¿Culpable, no culpable o que no se opone a los cargos?
Culpable.
Guilty.
Ask him, does he understand that by entering this plea, he's doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Al usted al usted presentar esta declaración hoy, ¿usted está consciente que lo está haciendo sin la ayuda de un abogado?
Sí.
Yes.
Does he also understand that by entering the plea, he's waiving his right to a trial?
Y también usted entiende que al presentar esta declaración, usted está renunciando a su derecho de tener un juicio.
Sí.
Yes.
Is he entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
¿Está presentando esta declaración libre y voluntariamente?
Sí.
Yes.
Let him know the total fine is $845. Is he able to pay that today, or does he need a longer time to pay?
La multa total son $845. ¿Usted puede hacer el pago hoy o necesita más tiempo para hacer el pago?
Hoy.
Today.
Let him know he will need to show proof of identity to Forest Park, and after that, they will accept payment.
Tiene que enseñar evidencia de su identificación para comprobar su identidad y luego entonces a Forest Park y luego entonces ellos aceptan su pago.
He will also need to sign his plea form.
Y también tiene que firmar su formulario de la declaración.
Thank you. You can go to the next person.
Muy bien, gracias. Eso es todo. Podemos ir a la próxima persona.
We're gonna go ahead and take, Mr., I'm sorry, what's your name?
Phillips.
Come on to the, computer. Sign and date this. Yes, this is Mr. Phillips, and he's on page 8.
Okay. Mr. Phillips, what is your plea to the driving without a suspended license charge and the failure to maintain insurance charge, sir?
No look contender.
Are we able to determine whether or not he's eligible for a no-low plea?
Yep, 1 second.
All right. If you are eligible for a no-low plea, sir, the total fine is $1,195. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You
He is
understand it?
eligible.
All right, sir, you are eligible. Do you understand that by entering into the no-low plea, you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes.
And do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yes.
Sir, are you entering into this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, you will be placed on probation for 12 months. 2 months of your probation will be mandatory. After 2 months, if you pay the full fine, your probation can end. You understand that?
Yes.
All right, they're gonna have you to sign your plea form and circle no-low, and they will give you information regarding probation. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Sir, do you have any questions?
No.
All right, thank you. Ms. Green, if you'll go to the next person.
Yes, we'll go ahead and take Mr. Dean from this morning, Your Honor.
All right,
Judge, if I could interrupt for just a
you
second.
certainly can.
Keith Woods got knocked off the thing. He's in the waiting room. Can we go ahead and let him into the breakout room so I can continue pre-trial with him?
What page is Mr. Dean on?
He's from this morning, Your Honor.
Okay, I got it. Mr. Dean, what is your plea to the charge, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no-low contendere?
No low, sir.
Can you all tell me if Mr. Dean is eligible for a no-low plea?
One
He's
moment.
charged with driving on suspended license. Mr. Dean, if you are, the fine amount is $695. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you're entering this plea without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
And do you further understand that by entering into the plea, sir, that you're waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering into the plea, sir, freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
And do you have any questions you'd like to ask me?
No, sir.
All right, if you all will verify his eligibility for a no-low.
He is eligible,
All right.
sir.
Sir, you are eligible for a no-low plea and the court will accept it. You will be placed on sir, are you able to pay the $695 today?
No, sir.
All right, sir, you will be placed on probation for 12 months. 2 months of your probation will be mandatory. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
After 2 months, if you have paid your fine, your probation can end and your no-low plea has been accepted. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. They will direct you to, they will give you your plea form and they'll give you information about probation. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Green, you want to go to the next person?
Okay, Your Honor. What's your name again? I'm sorry. Bush. We have Mr. Bush, Your Honor. He is on page 2 of the arraignment docket.
All right, Mr. Bush,
Yes,
is
sir.
this, What is your plea to the vehicle leaving the roadway, sir?
It's
Is it
not guilty.
guilty or nolo contendere?
It's not guilty, sir.
All right, sir, they will give you a new court date. Do you want this matter to remain in Forest Park? Or do you want it bound over to Clayton County where you can have a jury trial?
I'll let it stay in Forest Park.
All right, then you will be given a new trial court date here for Forest Park in the future. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Sir, they will give you a plea form, enter a not guilty plea, and then please provide your full name and email address on your plea form so that they will have that. And we will see you back here on your trial date. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Ms. Green, you want to go to the next person?
Yes. Ma'am, what was your name again? Elder. Miss Elder is stepping up, Your Honor.
All right.
Sir.
Good morning.
Ms. Elder, how are you doing?
Fine, how are you?
I'm fine. You have two different stop sign violations, one in September of 2021 and the other one in January of this year. What is your plea to the offenses, young lady?
Guilty.
Is it a guilty plea to both offenses?
Yes.
Do you understand that by entering into the guilty plea that you're doing so without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes.
And do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yes.
Are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
All right, young lady, the guilty plea to both stop sign violations dated September 8th, 2021 and January 31, 2022 have been accepted by the court. The fine for both is $375. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you able to satisfy that today, or do you need some more time?
I need more time.
All right, you will be placed on probation for 12 months. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Your probation will end the moment this is paid. You understand that?
Yes.
If it is paid during the first 29 days, you do not have to pay any monthly probation fees and your probation will end automatically. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you go beyond 29 days, you will have to begin to service monthly probation fees. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No.
All right, thank you. Ms. Green, you want to go to the next person?
Yes, we have one left, Your Honor. I'm sorry, ma'am, what was your name? House. This is Ms. House on page 4.
All right, Ms. House, you've been charged with passing a school bus and 2 fast 4 conditions. What is your plea to the charges? Guilty, not guilty, or nolo contendere?
Could you explain to me what NOLO means?
Nolo will keep points from being assessed, but you are accepting responsibility. And if a fine is imposed, you're willing to pay the fine.
NOLO.
All right, let me verify that you're eligible for a nolo plea.
She is.
All right, young lady, do you understand that by entering into the nolo plea that you're doing so without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes.
And do you also understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Young lady, the court will accept your nolo plea. The fine for both violations is $535. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to satisfy that today, or do you need to pay that while being on probation?
While on probation.
Young lady, you will be placed on probation for 12 months. Your probation will end the moment your fine is paid. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you pay it during the first 29 days, you will not have to pay any monthly supervision fees. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If it goes beyond 29 days, you will have to service monthly supervision fees. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And of course, if you violate your probation, you can be brought in front of the court on a revocation calendar. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions you'd like to ask me?
No, sir.
All right, well, thank you. Ms. Green will take care of you. She will
Thank
give you your plea form. Please sign it and give it back to her.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Ms. Green, is there anyone else?
That's it for the lobby, Your Honor.
Okay, well then let's rock and roll. You have the announcements, Mr. Prosecutor?
Judge, the 2 attorneys' cases have been taken care of. We probably need to let both, well, one of them's client know because they're probably still in the lobby.
So I
And
think one of them should be Renee Gonzalez Mata.
so that was, yeah, that's the one that we do need to notify that their attorney has already resolved the matter and they can go ahead and disengage. The other
Okay.
one was with Keith Wood.
Woods, cases can be Keith Wood can be reset.
No. So both of those are gonna be pleas.
Okay,
Emailing the information to the attorneys.
okay, so Keith Wood is a plea. I noticed that there's a case on here involving Clarence Johnson. His has been reset.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, and then I noticed that there's a case on here involving Attorney Scott Smith.
Yeah, they haven't logged on
I
unless they,
do see the client in the waiting room, but I do not see the attorney.
All right, we will just hold for his report. All right, and I think okay, well, then we can let everyone in.
ready.
Cool beans.
And Judge, if we can have the interpreter make the announcement for Ms. Hudler's client, Renee Gonzalez Mata,
All right,
that they can go ahead and disengage and they're
okay,
get in contact with them.
wonderful.
Hola, señor
Interpreter,
González.
you will just go ahead and announce to Renee Gonzalez Mata that his attorney has reset his case and that he can disengage from the call.
Muy bien, señor González Mata, su abogado ha pospuesto su caso, así que usted puede desconectar la llamada. Se puede desconectar de la llamada.
And you ask him to type his full name and email address in the chat.
Asegúrese de poner su nombre completo y su correo electrónico en el chat y manténgase en contacto con su abogado.
Ok, gracias.
Ok, thank you.
Tell him to do that before he leaves the call.
Bueno, ponga su nombre y su correo electrónico en el chat antes de que se desconecte la llamada.
Ok.
Ok.
All right. Do we have any other preliminary matters before we get started?
I don't judge.
Okay.
I think Mr. Mata knows how to disconnect.
You get the email?
I don't have his email address yet.
We have to wait on him to type his name and his email address or ask him. There he is.
Those,
Okay,
we just got it.
okay. All right. Okay.
So we're letting everybody in?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Hey.
Everyone, as you come into the court session, mute your device, type your full name and your email address in the chat and send it to FPMC, which stands for Forest Park Municipal Court.
Muy bien, todas las personas que vayan entrando a la videollamada, por favor, asegúrese que su micrófono esté apagado, primero que todo. Y segundo, escriban su nombre y su correo electrónico en el chat, en el Zoom. Asegúrese que esté dirigido a FPMC, que es la Corte Municipal de Forest Park.
Please understand that you are in a court session and we do treat it accordingly as it relates to your location and your address.
Recuerde que estamos en una sección con el tribunal, así que nosotros vamos a tratarlo como si estuviesen presentes en el tribunal, así que estén conscientes de su vestimenta y de sus alrededores.
Please keep your video turned on at all times.
Mantenga su video encendido en todo momento.
Please remove all hats unless you have them on for religious reasons.
Por favor, quítense todos sus gorros o sombreros, a menos que tenga uno puesto por motivos religiosos.
Please make sure that there are no distractions in your background.
Por favor, asegúrese que no hay nada distrayéndolos al fondo. detrás de ustedes.
Ensure that you are not operating a vehicle,
Asegúrese que no esté manejando un vehículo.
and ensure that you have proper connectivity.
Asegúrese que tenga una conexión adecuada.
If any of the rules of virtual court are violated, you will be removed and you will be asked to come physically to court.
Si usted quebranta alguna de las reglas de la corte virtual, se le va a sacar de la llamada y se le va a pedir que venga presencial a la corte.
Momentarily, I will call the calendar.
En un momentito voy a llamar voy a pasar la lista de las causas.
When your name is called, please unmute your device
Cuando escuche su nombre, por favor, encienda su micrófono
and enter your plea,
y diga cómo quiere declararse hoy.
which will be not guilty, guilty, or no contendere.
Que va a ser culpable, no culpable o que no se opone.
Please understand this is your arraignment date.
Por favor, tenga presente de que hoy, hoy es el día de simplemente hacerle la instrucción de los cargos.
If you enter a not guilty plea, your case will be set down on a trial calendar at some point in the future.
Y si usted se declara que no es culpable, vamos a coordinar para ponerlo en la lista de los juicios y entonces vamos a tener un juicio en otra ocasión en el futuro.
You have the choice of having a bench trial in Forest Park, or you can have your case bound over to Clayton County for a jury trial.
Usted tiene la opción de hacer un juicio con el juez aquí en Forest Park, o si usted quiere podemos trasladar su caso para Clayton, para el condado de Clayton, y así pueden tener un juicio con jurado.
Please understand that our court proceedings are live streamed.
Recuerde que estos procedimientos de la corte están siendo presentados en vivo y a todo color.
So ensure that you are not laying down and you are in an appropriate setting and you are dressed appropriately.
Así que asegúrese de que no esté acostado, de que esté en un lugar adecuado y que tenga ropa adecuada.
Be mindful you are in a virtual court setting, but you are still required to respect the decorum of the court.
Aunque está en una corte virtual, todavía está obligado a respetar el decoro o la manera como se hacen las cosas en la corte, como si estuviesen en persona.
Again, make sure that your name and email address are typed in the chat and sent to Forest Park Municipal Court.
Asegúrese una vez más que su nombre y su correo electrónico estén escritos en el chat y usted dirija el mensaje a Forest Park Municipal Court, la Corte Municipal de Forest Park.
I see an attorney on the line. Is this attorney Catherine Edmonds?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Yes, I'm here for my client, Mr. Rob.
Okay, can I please get you to spell your client's last name?
Sure, it's ROBB.
Okay, I'm going to place you in we will place you for you to pre-trial the case with our prosecutor, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Momentarily, when you hear me call your name, if you will unmute your device and announce your plea, which will be not guilty, guilty, or no contendere.
Muy bien, entonces en unos momentos voy a empezar a llamar nombres. Cuando escuche su nombre, por favor, encienda el micrófono y luego diga su declaración. Si quiere declararse culpable, no culpable o que no se opone a los cargos.
Because today is your arraignment date, if you enter a not guilty plea, your case will be set down on a trial calendar.
Porque hoy es el día de solamente hacerle la instrucción de los cargos. Si usted se declara no culpable, vamos a ponerlo entonces en la lista de los juicios y vamos a tener un juicio.
You have the election of having a bench trial in Forest Park or a jury trial in Clayton County.
Tiene la opción de hacer un juicio con el juez en Forest Park o un juicio con jurado en el condado de Clayton.
You have the right to be represented by an attorney.
Tiene el derecho de que un abogado lo represente.
If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, this court will appoint one.
Si usted no puede pagar un abogado, esta corte le puede nombrar uno.
If you meet certain requirements.
Si usted cumple con ciertos requisitos.
You have the right to confront every witness introduced against you by the city.
Usted tiene el derecho de interrogar todos los testigos que se han presentado en su contra.
You have the right to subpoena to court the attendance of witnesses and the production of documents for your trial.
Usted tiene derecho a utilizar el poder de citatorio de la corte para citar testigos a su favor y también obtener documentos para presentarlos en su defensa en el juicio.
If you enter a guilty or a no low plea, you are waiving your right to a trial.
Si usted se declara culpable o no lo contendrá, que no se opone, usted está renunciando a su derecho de tener un juicio.
And your case will be resolved today in Forest Park.
Y su caso va a ser resuelto hoy mismo aquí en Forest Park.
For those who are considering a no low plea,
Para las personas que están considerando declararse nulo o que no se oponen,
first we have to ensure that you've not pled no low within the preceding 5 years.
tenemos que asegurarnos primero que usted no haya utilizado la declaración de nulo o que no se opone en los pasados 5 años.
And then the court has to determine whether or not the no low plea should be allowed.
Y ahí entonces la corte puede determinar si vamos a permitir que usted se declare que no se opone a los cargos.
If a fine is imposed in your case,
Si se le impone una fianza en su caso,
you must pay the fine today or you will be given up to 2 weeks to pay the fine.
usted tiene que hacer el pago de la multa hoy y si usted no puede pagar la multa hoy, se le van a dar hasta 2 semanas para hacer el pago.
If you need longer than 2 weeks, you will be placed on probation.
Si usted necesita más de 2 semanas, se le va a poner bajo probatoria.
Understand that if placed on probation with most offenses, once the fine is paid,
Tenga entendido que a usted se le pone en probatoria en la mayoría de los casos de los delitos. Una vez que usted pague la multa,
your probation will end.
su probatoria va a terminar.
If you violate the terms of your probation,
Ahora, si usted quebranta los términos de su probatoria o de su libertad vigilada,
you will be brought before the court on a probation revocation calendar.
lo van a traer de regreso a la corte para una audiencia con el juez en la lista de las personas que han quebrantado la probatoria para que sea revocada.
I'm going to call the calendar.
Voy a llamar ahora a la lista de causas.
When you hear your name called, unmute your device and announce your plea.
Cuando escuche su nombre, por favor, encienda su micrófono y diga cómo quiere declararse.
Charles Bass.
Bond forfeiture,
All right, that's fine forfeiture. Derek Bostic.
Go to your car, the battery's going low.
Derek Bostic. FTA. Shakina Brumfield.
Nolo,
Thank you. Please turn your video on, young lady. LaJonda Burton. LaJonda Burton.
and their audio is not connected. I did send them a message.
Jose Dimas Coronado.
Yes, guilty.
Thank you, sir. Jaron Freeman.
It's pronounced Jaron and not guilty.
Thank you. Braxton Green.
Not guilty, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Green, was your license valid at the date and time that the officer stopped you?
No, but it was due to a actual misunderstanding. I have 2 holds, or I had 3, but I had made 2 holds obsolete, and I wasn't aware of the 3rd one. I traveled for work, so.
Yeah, I just want you to understand that all we're gonna focus on is whether or not it was suspended on that day, okay? I'm gonna put you down for not guilty, and I'll see you, they'll give you, stay on the line, and then you will receive more information regarding your trial date, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Deanna Good.
Guilty, sir.
You're guilty to all 3 violations?
Yes, sir.
Arthur Jeffries. Arthur Jeffries. Please unmute your device and announce your plea. Arthur Jeffries, click on the symbol that looks like a mic. I'll come back to them. Jaylon Johnson,
Nolo.
thank you. All right. Walanja Casa,
Yes, sir.
please, sir.
You don't want.
What is your plea?
Well,
What is your plea? Guilty, not guilty, or no low contendere?
Guilty.
Charlie Kidd. I think that's counsel's case. Well, no, it's not. Charlie Kidd.
Nolo.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cookie Lester.
Guilty.
Thank you. Georgina, well, Luan Martinez Georgina.
Nolo.
Thank you. Delatavius McGee. Delatavius McGee.
I'm here, Your Honor.
What is your
I would
plea?
I would like to say not guilty.
Thank you. All right. Christopher McLean.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I'd like to plead not guilty.
Thank you. Tanya Nally. Tanya Nally. Tanya Nally. FTA.
Guilty, sir.
Dana Pate.
Did I get it?
Dana Pate.
He is a reset, sir.
Dana Pate is a reset?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We taking care of Vincent Phillips. Shavane Reed. Or Shavani Reed. FTA. Maurice Reyes. Maurice Reyes. That's a bond forfeiture to cash bond. All right. Brian Robb is being pre-tried. Andrea Watson.
Guilty, but I have two. I want to plead not guilty to one of my citations.
And one of your citations is no insurance, and the other one is failure to yield.
The failure to yield.
All right, then what we'll do is keep your cases together. Do you want this to stay in Forest Park, or do you want it bound over to Clayton County?
I'd rather stay in Forest Park.
All right, we will get back with you. Stay on the line.
Okay.
Shakidra Williams. Shakidra Williams. That is FTA. All right, is there anyone who understands they're on the calendar for today at 1 o'clock? And if you did not hear your name called, if you will please say your name.
Nolo.
Say your name.
Derek Bostic.
Marcus Jeffries.
All right, Mr. Bostic, what is your plea, sir?
Okay.
Not guilty.
Thank you. All right, who else?
Tanya Nally.
Arthur.
Mr. Jeffries, what is your plea?
Nolo.
Thank you.
Tanya Nally. Unplug it.
Ms. Nally, what is your plea?
Guilty, sir.
Thank you.
Are you Cookie Lester or Tanya Nally?
Tanya Nally.
No.
Are you there?
We are. We also have
Okay.
a Cookie. Who is Cookie Lester?
I have no idea.
Me.
All right, Ms. Lester, you've been to the guilty plea as well. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, is there anyone else? All right, if everyone will please mute your device. Mute your device. Turn your video on and make sure that your name and email address is typed in the chat.
Judge Freeman.
Yes.
Todo el mundo apague los micrófonos y asegúrese de que su nombre y su correo electrónico estén anotados en el chat.
Okay,
Judge Freeman, Mr. Casa may need an interpreter. I believe someone else spoke for him.
okay. Mr.
On page 6, Walanja Casa.
Okay. What I'm gonna do is split these out. So I will give the NOLOs to the prosecutor and I'll handle the guilties and the not guilties. Are you all ready for me to go through the names of the NOLOs?
Just one moment, sir.
Okay. I am stepping away. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Let me know when you're ready.
We're ready.
Okay, I will give you the names of those that play at NOLO. First is Shakina Broomfield.
Okay.
Let me go to the next one. Arthur Jeffries. Jalen Johnson. Charlie Kidd. Georgina Martinez. And that's it. If you will please place them in a breakout room with the prosecutor, make sure they have typed their name and their email addresses in the chat.
Okay.
Ms. Yates.
Yes.
Okay, on Brian Robb, we're gonna reset him for a trial.
Okay.
And can you make a notation on there? I need to view the video and the supplemental report from Officer Moss.
Okay. Go to the courtroom, sir. Go to the courtroom.
Got it. And I'm going to send you an invite to go to the NOLO room.
Okay, okay.
I'm ready, Judge Freeman.
All right, Ms. Goode, everyone in with me, turn your videos on. Thank you. When you hear me call your name, if you will please unmute your device.
Cuando me escuchen decir su nombre, por favor, enciendan su micrófono.
Derek Bostic.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bostic, you've entered a not guilty plea. Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, sir.
All right, can we confirm that?
Should
One
go
moment.
to every or the direct message to FPMC?
You want to send it to FPMC.
Yes, it's in the chat.
I see it. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Bostic, you can disengage and we will see you back here on your court date in Forest Park. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. When is their court date?
You will be sent, it will be sent to you through your email.
Yes, sir.
All right, you can disengage, young man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next is Jose Dimas Coronado.
Yes,
What is your plea to the charge, sir?
guilty.
You understand that by entering into the guilty plea that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes,
You also understand that by entering into the plea that you are waiving your right to a trial?
yes,
Sir, are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
yes.
Sir, the total fine is $9.95. Are you able to satisfy that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
2 weeks is fine.
All right. Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes,
Ms. Yates, can you confirm that?
Sir, I don't see it.
All right, sir, can you please just tell us your email address?
jdemas18@gmail.com.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. Sir, you will receive your plea form, enter your guilty plea, as well as your 2-week agreement through your email, through DocuSign, no later than tomorrow, close of business. Send it back. Make sure you make payment of $9.95 within 2 weeks. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Sir, do you have any questions?
No.
All right, you can disengage from the call, and thank you.
Thank you.
Next is Jerron Freeman.
Yes,
Mr. Freeman, have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
I have.
All right, can we confirm that, Ms. Yates? He's charged with a hands-free charge.
I have it.
All right, Mr. Freeman, you can disengage. You will receive your plea form, enter not guilty, send that back immediately, and we will see you on your court date in Forest Park. You understand that?
Yes, I understand.
All right, thank you, sir. You can disengage.
Thank you.
Mr. Braxton Green,
Yes, sir.
you've entered a not guilty plea to the driving on suspended license charge. Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, sir.
All right, can we confirm that, Ms. Yates?
I have it.
All right, Mr. Green, you will receive your plea form no later than close of business tomorrow. Enter not guilty, send that back. Also, once you've done that, you will receive your new court date for your trial in Forest Park. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, we will see you back here on your trial date. You can disengage.
Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
Diana Good,
Yes, sir.
Ms. Good, it's my understanding you're entering a guilty plea to all charges.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
The total fine, young lady, is $725 for all 3 charges. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You understand that by entering into the guilty plea, you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
You also understand that by entering into the plea that you're waiving your right to a trial.
Yes, sir.
Can you please take your hat off?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you. Are you able to pay this in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
No, 2 weeks is fine, sir.
All right, you will be given 2 weeks to pay this. Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, sir.
Can we confirm that, Ms. Yates?
I don't see it.
All right,
I
Ms.
should be
Good,
the, I should be the first one, sir.
all right, can you just provide her with your email address?
Yes, ma'am. It's Diana, DYANNA, period symbol, GUDE at iCloud.com.
Thank you.
All right. You will receive your plea form to which you will enter a guilty plea and your 2-week agreement through your email by close of business tomorrow. Send back the plea form immediately, and please make payments within 2 weeks. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
All right, you can disengage. Thank you.
Okay.
Next is Walanja Casa.
Yes, sir.
You're entering a guilty plea to both charges. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand by entering into the plea that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure that you're understanding what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
You understand you've been charged with hit and run and failure to yield. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Total fine is $1,050. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to pay that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
Yes.
I'm gonna come back to you. I'm not sure that you're understanding what I'm saying. Let me go next to Charlie Kidd. Charlie Kidd. I think he may have gone over into the other breakout. Cookie Lester.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Lester, it's my understanding you're entering a guilty plea to both charges.
Yes, sir.
You understand that by entering into the guilty plea that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
You also understand that by entering into the plea that you're waiving your right to a trial.
Yes, sir.
Are you entering this plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
The total fine amount is $585. Are you able to pay that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
2 weeks is fine.
You will be given 2 weeks to pay the sum of $585. You will receive your plea form through your email by close of business tomorrow. Sign it, send it back, and then you will receive your 2-week agreement as well. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, sir, I did.
Can we confirm that?
Yes, I have it.
All right, Mrs. Lester, you can disengage. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is Deltavius McGee.
I'm here, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. McGee, you've entered a not guilty plea to the suspended registration charge. Do you understand that?
I do.
All right, have you typed your name and email address in the chat, sir?
I have.
All right, can we confirm that, Ms. Green? I mean, Ms. Yates?
One moment.
All right.
I do have a question, Your Honor.
What is your question?
It is, you said the offense was driving with suspended registration, or?
That is correct. That is correct.
Okay, I have a ticket listed with me from the officer that cited me, and it said, I'm just clarifying if it's the same charge. It says driving with suspended tag, first offense.
Yes, it's a suspendable offense. Understand that, but yes, it's the same offense. Suspended registration, suspended tag is the same offense.
Okay, thank you.
All
I have
right.
his email address.
All right, Mr. McGee, they have your email address. You will receive your new court date for your trial in Forest Park through your email. You understand that?
I do.
When you receive this and your plea form, send back your plea form immediately, and then you will get your court date. Do you understand that?
I do.
Sir, do you have any questions?
I do. I pleaded not guilty. I believe I misunderstood you as far as saying NOLO. I pled NOLO earlier this year when I got a ticket and had to come to court for suspended insurance. Now, in this scenario, when I was actually pulled over, I don't know if I should really go in depth if it's taking up too much time, but in this specific scenario, I don't believe my tag was suspended. I had my registration and
Let me
insurance
tell you
on
why
file.
your tag would be suspended. Your tag is suspended when you allow a lapse of your insurance. You understand that?
Correct. Yes. There was a lapse in my insurance last year in December.
Okay,
and
and that's why
got
you're here. So what you can do is, if you want to change, if you want to enter a guilty plea, you will have to pay a fine of $695, but I will make this a non-suspendable offense, if that's what you'd like to do.
No, sir, because I got insurance on February 9th, and this ticket is cited for February 14th. is
Okay.
where I'm kind of having some confusion at, is what I'm saying. I got insurance with Geico on the 9th, and I was pulled over in Forest Park for a suspended tag. And I was advised by Officer Portia Richard to, which I did not do, follow up and check with Forest Park to clarify the situation, because she actually pulled me
So
over.
let me tell you what the situation is. The suspended registration goes to you having a lapse of insurance during the 1 year period before the ticket date. You understand that?
Okay, yeah.
So if you had a lapse during the 1 year period before the ticket date, even if you had insurance on that day, you can still receive this charge.
Okay.
We'll put you down for not guilty, and I will see you back here on your trial date, okay?
Understood. Thank you.
All right, no problem. Next is Tanya Nally. Tanya Nally.
Am I permitted to leave, sir?
You are.
Thank you.
Tanya Nally.
She had gotten kicked out of the room. We just let her
I'll go
in.
to Christopher McLean.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. McLean, what is your plea to the not guilty plea? Is that correct? Mr. McLean, you've entered a not guilty plea. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Have you typed your name and email address in the chat, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do we have that, Ms. Yates?
One moment.
Mr. McLean, your not guilty plea will be accepted. You will receive by close of business tomorrow your plea form. You will enter a not guilty plea as well as your new court date for Forest Park. Do you understand that?
I do, Your Honor, but I have a question as well, please.
What is your question?
Am I given the option of having trial in Forest Park or Clayton County?
Yes, if you'd like for your case to be bound over, it can be bound over, which is what I said in my previous instructions.
Yes, sir. It was, I didn't hear it, but I would like for it to be bound over to Clayton County, please.
All right, they will need to confirm your address. Please type your current address in the chat as well, and your matter will be bound over to Clayton County. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Next, I will go to Tanya Nally. Ms. Nally,
Yes.
what is
Yes,
your
sir.
plea to the charge?
Guilty.
You understand that by entering into the guilty plea that you're doing this without the assistance of a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
You also understand that by entering into the plea that you're waiving your right to a trial.
Yes, sir.
Are you entering into the plea freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
The fine is $385. Are you able to take care of that in 2 weeks, or do you need a longer period of time?
I need a longer period of time.
You will be placed on probation for 6 months. Your probation will end the moment this is paid. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You will receive your plea form and your probation information through your email no later than close of business tomorrow. Please make sure that you send it back and contact probation immediately, okay?
Yes, sir.
Please
Do I
make
need
sure
to, sir?
comply with all the terms of the probation so that you're not brought back in front of the court on a revocation calendar, okay?
Yes, sir.
Did you have a question?
Dude, I want to make sure they got the correct email address.
All right, let me have you just say your email address.
Okay, it's TLN, all lowercase letters, 07141972@gmail.com.
All right. We'll see if they have it. Do you need for her to repeat that?
I have T as in Tom L. Lincoln in Nora 07141972@gmail.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, they have it. Ms. Nally, you can disengage from the call, and thank you.
All right, thank you.
Next is Andrea Watson.
Yes, sir.
You've entered a not guilty plea to the charge. Have you typed your name and email address in the chat?
Yes, I have.
All right, can we confirm that?
Yes, we have it.
All right. Do you want your matter to stay in Forest Park, or do you want it bound over to Clayton County?
Forest Park is fine.
All right, you will receive your reset court date for your, in the future for your court date here in Forest Park on the failure to maintain lane charge and the failure to maintain insurance. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
All right, You can disengage from the call. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
We have Michael Kelly and all right, I don't have Kelly on my calendar. Mr. Kelly, unmute, please.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I cannot see you. Was he supposed to be here this morning at 8 o'clock?
I'll check.
Let me look on the calendar real quick.
Yep. They sent me a band to go online, come online.
Nope, he wasn't supposed to be here this morning either. So I mean, he has the wrong court date.
Sir, what's your date of birth?
11/20/70.
Sir, we don't have anything for you current.
You are not on our
I don't-
disengage.
All right.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We are waiting on Ms. Burton. And this gentleman, Mr. Casa, we're gonna need you to come down to the courthouse. We're gonna give him a rescheduled court date.
Okay. We've attempted to connect Ms. Burton a few times.
Well, Casa Walanja, just give him a in-person court date for him to come down to the courthouse.
Yes, sir.
All right. Madam Interpreter, thank you so much for your services today.
You're quite welcome, Your Honor.
It's always good to see you. You take care of yourself, okay?
It's good to see you too. Take care as well.
All right, okay.
Bye-bye.
Let me play no pickleball and breaking your arm like Ada.
Oh, I didn't know that. No, I won't. Bye-bye.
Judge, did she sign your cast?
I hope she did.